Very good evening, folks, and welcome to this evening's isolation session. Before we start, risk warning as usual. Trading is definitely risky. Be under no illusions about that. You can definitely lose your money with trading, especially margin-based products such as CFDs and spread bets. These signals, don't think that you are protected if you want to complain to the ombudsman or get compensation, because they're not actually personal recommendations for you. Therefore, you're not going to have the same protections as if it were a personal recommendation. But ultimately, this service is regulated by the FCA. Let's start. Again, a quiet week. We had a couple of trades sent out. Let's just see how they are getting on. We sent one on Eureaka, which I came out of before the news. However, it had spiked. It did spike up 15 plus 25 by then. And, you really do have to draw that line in the sand. You've got to be safe with trading, even though it's tempting to hold on and you're going to miss out and FOMO. When the calendar's clear, we'll hold our trades. It's as simple as that. The setup is great. We'll cover it. So let's go. USD, USD CAD. Look at this. Cycle 1, cycle 2, expect a third. It's as easy as that. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. It really is. The fiddly thing is just trying to get in. You have to use your Sherlock Holmes hat and magnifying glass to become a detective. And that's what harmonics are about. They teach you where turning points are. Look at this red ABCD right into the low. Look at this blue ABCD, and also taking this leg and just moving it across the screen here. You'll see it's the same thing. So we're right at a turning point. I can see structure 1, structure 2, and it did give us a third high. This will come back and retest the lows. I'm fairly sure of that before we go higher. But notice the 1, 2, 3, and notice the 1. Where is it that I'm seeing? Can't see it now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. CHFJPY is done 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pass. NZDJPY, we've been in this guy. It gave us close to TP, close to 65. Where are you at the minute? We got in around here. We're here. Break of internal structure. This is 1, and this is the internal move. 1, 2, and expect 3. Really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. You can see 1 consolidation, 2 consolidation, and higher highs, higher lows. There we are. Okay, so what did we see here? Let's start. So Euro CAD, we saw a first cycle higher after seeing 2 cycles lower. That tells us that we're in the first bus stop. Negatives about where we are at the minute is that we're bang in the middle. That didn't deter me, however. I thought I'd have a crack at it because we're trading off the right targeted entry, which is the 200. Notice the curving structure, like a cup, curving round. So let's go down and see what's what. Now, I did post a video on my YouTube about this exact pattern, and it played out to an absolute T. Crazy how this has played out. Anyway, here's the W, difficult to see. Here's 1, here's 2. This isn't 2, this isn't 3. So we've got 1, we got 2, and then internally we have a 1, 2. Go on, be a magician. What's going to come next? I wonder. Anyway, we played it safe because of the news. But people, would have been able to have made money out of that. AED pattern is complete for me, pass. GBP CHF continue to move. We've made 100 pips out of this move. Notice the 3 harmonic move lower in yellow. If you want to learn more about this stuff, you've got to reach out, because I teach it to people, and it's a lifelong, how can I put it? You're really investing for yourself, because it will change your life if you can read financial charts like this. I have no doubts about it. There's no indicators here. AUDNZD looking quite heavy in the middle of the first zone lower. For context, I don't like trading in the middle. There's a lot of compression. It can spike that way, spike this way. Don't know which way first, pass. USD, CHF, we can see the pattern is there. Has this finished? Not too sure. Can I see 3? I can. 1, 2, 3. 3 to the low. We're waiting for this turn around. We're long already. NZD, USD, look what I can see. 1, 2. Now, is this going to roll over tomorrow? Potentially. I'm looking at it as a short, even though it isn't. Yeah, this is the thing. I'm looking at it as a short. It doesn't mean I'm going to take it as a short. There's your 1, 2, 3 to the low. This should be one up. This should be this should be the trick move, and this is the false move against the trend. And if you look carefully, we have already done 1, 2, and 3 to the high, and each of these segments has got 3. Look at this: 3 green candles, 3 segments, 3 segments. This is trying to get people like me to go short. This move here, 1, 2, you would take the third, but we are within a higher low point, and there is the high still to be tapped, so you've got to be careful. Pass. CAD JPY, so peak pass. USD JPY, same thing, pass. CAD JPY trying to make a move, massive ABCD. We're bullish on this, expect higher prices. GBP AUD, nice, cycle 2, leaving the zone. Hasn't made a break or change of structure, so we're just observing. GBP USD, don't trust it. 3 candles up in a row. First zone of consolidation higher, don't trust it. Euro AED, the absolute beauty, stunner. All of the superlatives thrown at it. This is absolute works of wonder. Go back and look at the previous videos. Cycle 1, cycle 2, with a Gartley. You can't ask for more. Yes, it's lower lows and lower highs. Yes, you need to be safe longs above here. Because we know the secret of the dark arts, we can get in. Now notice this, 1, 2, look at these 1, 2, 3 candles. We need to wait for the second consolidation zone before we get in long. Euro CHF trying to make the move. This is the generational move. I hope people got long on that signal and continue to hold. Look at how far this has to come. If this gets up here, that's like 7 or 8, 9% on a currency, but no, actually more. That's a silly conservative estimate. It's 12,000 pips, or I'm reading that wrong. It's 1,221 pips. It really is. No, I think it's 12,000. That's a huge number of pips. So useful, useful stuff to know. Okay, let's quickly rifle off the rest. I don't want to make this too long. AED CAD, what have we got? Just holding on the 50 EMA, high, low, high, 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 low. This is still 1, this is 2. We haven't really shown me anything to get involved here, so pass. Euro GBP, pass. 1, 2, 3 to the low expected. However, this is in a perfect position to go long when it shows it, because we're at the low of the second cycle, and it must give us a higher price. What does this say about GBP? Not too sure, but it might be hinting at some sort of CPI weakness. Gold, off the targeted entry. I can see 3. I can see 1, 2, 3 to the low. We'll watch for now. 1, 2. Expecting a third. Keep an eye. AUD USD, much like NZD USD, but this is a Mona Lisa. Look at this Mona Lisa. 1, 2. Expect a third down here. Lower lows and lower highs within this second zone of consolidation. So we really want to just understand that the market maker from here can move to the high, or he can give us a third push lower. The fact that there's a lot of EMAs around here, the fact that we're a higher low makes me think we're going to get up to here and then roll over. We shall see. Pass 4 now. Let me just check if there's any sequence. There isn't. GBP JPY pass, it's a peak. Euro NZD starting that cycle 2 higher, much like Euro AUD. Euro USD trying to get a lift as well. High, 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 low. High, 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 low. Within the first zone of consolidation. Euro JPY, it is actually showing us a bit of an interested pattern here. Quite like what I'm seeing on Euro JPY. It is a Gartley. It is a Gartley pattern, and I will be sending that out. AEDCHF, this is one that we've been short for 3 days. It hasn't given us anything. It's at entry at the minute. But there we have it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, make sure you reach out. And if you'd like to learn this stuff, get in contact with me. Thanks very much.